Welcome, folks, to day 2 of the Fogo Island Pride Enigma Mystery Art Auction for 2021. I'm back again a little bit later today than what I was yesterday. We started yesterday really early, so we decided today to do a little bit something different with the live stream and bring you an evening show to give you some updates on lot number 2, which went live today at 12 noon, and it's going to be up until 12 noon, not 12 noon tonight, midnight tonight, that you can get your bids in on. And we want to bring you all of that, the same stuff we've always brought you, just a little bit later today. But really exciting, I am not by myself today. We have 2 very special guests joining me this evening, to go through lot number 2 and talk about Fogo Island Pride. We have got my producer, partner, business partner, co-founder, co-director of Fogo Island Pride, Mr. Evan Parsons, is going to join us this evening.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. First time going on a live stream. Not the first time on TV by no means. And we've also got today, because we've brought out all the stops here tonight, we're going to bring the whole board of directors in. We've also got Miss Cindy Wells joining us here tonight as well.
Hi, guys.
There she is. So it's great. It's like almost like the Brady Bunch at this point in time, where you can just look around.
Look around. Look up.
There we go. So before, I've been putting myself on camera for way too much, really. I just love to hear my own voice, apparently, and see myself on TV. So I want to pass it over to you folks to talk a little bit about what you do and who you are in the board of directors. I'll pass it over to Evan first, because he's the most seasoned at this. And then we'll get over to Cindy after. So take it away, Evan.
Well, I'm Evan Parsons. I'm the co-founder and co-director of Fogo Island Pride. And yeah, like we, as Trevor mentioned quite a few number of times, Fogo Island Pride started a couple years ago, and it's been going strong ever since. I work separately. I work at Scotiabank here in Fogo, and but yeah, so I'm excited / nervous to be here.
Well, it's great to have another person to talk to, because usually it's just, this, it's literally me and you at the dining room table. As I talk to all the people out there, and all those folks who are watching right now, and hopefully there are a few folks watching right now. And if you are watching, by all means, comment online. It'll pop up here for us too, so we can see if to see your reactions. Cindy, pass it over to Cindy.
Hi, I'm Cindy Wells. I grew up here on Fogo Island. I moved back here about 4 years ago, started volunteering with Fogo Island Pride in 2019 since inception. And we've done lots of virtual meetings this past year. So we're used to having our faces on the screen within our little cohort. But I started with being treasurer last year, and really happy to be working with Trevor and Evan and the entire committee. We have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of good things. So I love volunteering with this group.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Cindy. I would say such wonderful things to say about us and the committee. Because, but see, that's the other piece of this, too. Again, I've been in front of the camera a lot, and now you folks are here tonight. But, we have a whole committee backing us who are really the decision makers, and who really put together all of our events. It's not just us 3. It's not just me. It's a whole team of people that make sure that Pride happens on the island, and our food security program happens, and this art auction happens. So there's my segue. All right.
You're smooth.
Oh, I tell you, I'm pretty good at it at this point in time. All right, so we are at day 2, lot number 2. We've actually had bidding basically going on for the better part of the day now. We've seen some traction online with some of the pieces, which is great to see. We do have. Are we going to announce yesterday's recipients, Evan? Do we have that available right now, or do we want to leave that until a later date?
You mean the winning bidders?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, we'll basically we do that like right at the end of the week.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, we'll take some time, though, to talk about the fact that obviously this art auction is going to support Fogo Island Pride's Pride activities that are happening in August, from the 8th to the 14th of August. And it's obviously going to help us keep the lights on at this point in time. Keep us going. But we've also got another recipient. We are also supporting Camp Ohana this year. Oh, hold on now. Nope, this way. There it is. Camp Ohana, a by youth, for youth camp that's been created on the west coast of this province. If you want to go out and you want to get more information about what Camp Ohana is doing for the 2S LGBTQ2IA plus community, you can visit them at their website. It's down there on the bottom of the screen, campohana.ca. And I do have their mission here. We do read out our mission each time. The Camp Ohana is seeking to create a welcoming, inclusive, and supportive space for all members of the 2S LGBTQI plus community and their allies. Through various empowering workshops, youth will gain tools of advocacy that they can apply in their own communities to help foster positive conversations and further acceptance in the province. Their goal is to reduce and ultimately eliminate the stigma surrounding the 2S LGBTQIA plus community and inspire youth to live authentically. So
that is a worthwhile endeavor. That's fantastic.
And I mean, it's so awesome that it's created by youth, run by youth, for youth. And I think that makes a huge difference in the programming that they offer. And I did a quick peruse on their website, and there's, do I still have it here? I hope I do. There's a quote here from a camper, and that was in there in 2019. To say the least, this was life-changing. I've never been to a place where I felt so loved and accepted until I went to Camp Ohana.
Wow, that's so nice.
Great.
Mm-hmm. So we're also going to have one of the representatives come by, and just like you folks are here tonight, they're going to help us out on Thursday. That's the intent.
Oh,
so,
excellent.
And I guess this is a good time to remind folks that this is not just an art auction, it's also a fundraiser for us. So those donations that are coming in, those bids that are coming in, they're getting split. Evan, I don't know if you wanted to kind of talk about how the splitting is happening.
Yeah, so basically 50% of the proceeds go back to Folk Island Pride to offset expenses and to help with our Pride Week events every year. We do a full week slated each year, basically. This year is going to be more in-person events than last year because, COVID regulations are slowing down a bit, and then everybody's getting vaccinated so we can actually experience these in-person events, which I'm excited for. And then 25% go back to the artists, and 25% goes to Camp Ohana. So you're supporting not only one, but three, or actually multiple, because there's multiple artists. So there's 28 pieces, I think, in this auction, and then you have Camp Ohana and also like 30 different people and places and organizations, right? So it's a good cause.
There you go.
Right. And you get a very unique piece of art when you win a piece of art.
Right.
Exactly.
There you go. Excellent.
Yeah, like I know that some artists, specifically design their pieces around our theme, which is celebrating diversity, and that they are originally, like, some of those are original pieces, and specifically for the art auction, which blows my mind that people from all over Canada, saw our open call for artists and things of that nature. Yeah, and decided, hey, I'm going to support this group. Whether I'm in Northern Quebec or in BC or wherever, like this tiny little organization in Newfoundland,
on an
island.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So to me, that's something special.
There you go. I do think there are some good things that have happened in the pandemic, even though it's been a terrible experience in many ways. I don't think this would have ever got to this place if we weren't kind of forced to change and forced to do something different. So
yeah. Sure.
All right. So I think we're probably at a point now where we can now, speaking of which, celebrating diversity. That is this year's theme of our auction. And just like Evan just said, there it is. There is the merchandise that we've been showing you. That is the real life, the in-person. Oh, there it is. There we go.
Is, yeah.
You've been seeing these stock images for quite some time, but there we go. So Evan is sporting his today. And even though they're here in white, Evan is displaying there. Those shirts actually come in a multitude of colors. So you can go to our website, fogoislandpride.org, if you want to support us in that way, in that way, because as we've said before, unfortunately, this event is only available to Canadian residents. So if you're outside of Canada right now, I'm so sorry. Maybe you can find a really, friendly Canadian who can make a bid for you. There's tons of friendly Canadians who do that. But it's going to get shipped to your friend. So you better trust that Canadian friend of yours. But if you want to be able to support us in another kind of way, you can jump online to our website, fogoislandpride.org. We're still looking for sponsors. We're still looking for donations, and you do not need to be on Fogo Island to be a sponsor. If you are a business owner out there who's listening to this and going, hey, I really like what's happening out there on Fogo Island and what these folks are doing, we would very much love that support. And I'm seeing Jared there for the mystery art auction. We won't say which pieces are Jared's, but specifically, he's done work to make sure that the theme has been recognized.
Sure.
All right. So we won't go through many of the rules because I think at this point in time, if you're participating in this auction, you already know that of how this works. We do have to say we have experienced a lot of technical, structural difficulties today with Facebook. With the platform itself and how it's rolling out the comments and the pictures and the links. We've heard it from you folks, and we're glad. Like if you do notice a problem or if there is something that's not quite working, please reach out to us and let us know. We are working to rectify that as quickly as we possibly can, and think about how we can change that now moving forward, because we all know social media and algorithms abound, and sometimes things just don't.
It's quirky. It's just quirky sometimes.
So some strange things are happening. So we're working to fix it. And if you feel like if you were bidding on a piece and then that bid didn't show up, message us directly, send us a private message, contact us, send us an email, whatever works for you, and we'll make sure that your bid does get counted. We don't want anyone to walk away here from today's auction and realize that a bid wasn't taken.
I think Facebook changed the way they you can create an event specific to an actual page. So like when we did that last year, we were able to schedule all the lots and have the picture show up and people can comment. Now they have it under, I think when you go to the event, you have to click on discussion and then the posts are there. And then when you click on the photo, it only I think puts in relative or relevant comments. So if you don't select all comments, you're not going to see all the bids. I did have a person that bid the same as another person, so I had to go back and basically say, the current bid right now is whatever. If you want to make that bid, then that'll be a valid bid, right? So it is a little tricky what Facebook is doing, and I'm not a fan, but we have to do what we have to do, right? So
we'll roll with the punches.
Exactly.
Pivot is the word. Pivot is the word this year.
Pivot, right?
Pivot and adjust. Yeah.
No other way to do it at this point in time.
No.
All right. So a few things, though, I guess, about the auction. We still have 4 hours up until midnight tonight to get your bids in. So we are going to go through those pieces that are available tonight in Lot 2. We do, like in our previous lots, we have had an artist donate repeated or multiple works, and we've got some descriptions here, and I would say that there is a really good opportunity to get a set of something today. And like, if you've ever walked into someone's house, and actually even Cindy there, I think I'm looking in your background, and you've
I like doubles. I really do.
The strikingness.
It drives my husband insane trying to put these on the wall. It's almost a marriage breaker, but we have persevered. 32 years. Yes.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. So yeah, but the sets of things going on the wall. There's nothing more striking than walking into someone's house and seeing a set of artwork on the wall. It gives a certain feel to the room, and there is an opportunity today for someone to walk away with. They could have their whole wall done if they get in quick enough and keep on top of the
That's
bids.
right. If you are renovating or doing a makeover and you have an empty wall, you probably are very lucky that you tuned in here tonight.
There you
True.
go. All right, so we'll get into it. A few other things. We do have the $25 minimum bid. No other items today or any other minimums. If we are looking for $5 increments only, and any bids, of course, that happen after midnight Newfoundland time tonight will unfortunately not be counted. But the person with the winning bid will be contacted directly by Fogo Island Pride, and then we'll arrange for shipping directly from the artist. A reminder that if you are the person with the winning bid, an additional $21.50 gets added on to the shipping for it to be shipped across Canada. To answer some questions about why that shipping is there, and for all the folks out in Ontario, we realize that $21.50 in shipping probably does seem a little bit steep. Now, you're talking to a bunch of people on Fogo Island. So the $21.50 is a flat rate for shipping that can go anywhere in Canada and fits the dimensions specifically for the artist's work, which is the reason why it was chosen. And it's also to ensure that it gets to you in a very timely manner as well, I believe. I'm looking for some nods of approval there, because it's the flat rate shipping from Canada Post is yeah. So that's we've had some questions about it as to why it's done that way, and it's to create consistency in the pieces and to make sure that we can send something from Fogo Island to Iqaluit if we need to, or from somewhere in BC all the way over to PEI, and we don't need to worry about shipping and weights and all of that stuff. So,
because if you've never lived on an island, off an island, you don't really understand our pain here. You really don't. Shipping and Amazon and what should be free delivery, it's never free to us.
No, there's no such thing as free delivery. No.
Not at all.
All right, so let's get into the pieces. Let's go and take a look at what Lot 2 has to offer. It's not just going to be me commenting. I will read out the descriptions. Maybe we'll go back and forth. Might be the easiest way to do it. So I can start it off if that's okay with my co-hosts.
By all means, after you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. So as usual, we're not going to tell you the artist's name. But the name of this piece is Unity in Diversity. And it is an acrylic painting showing the togetherness and unity within the Pride movement, as this is from the artists themselves. It's an 8 by 10 inch canvas that's gallery wrapped. And this piece was completed June 4th, 2021. Striking, so bold in its colors.
It is, yeah.
Yep. This one really speaks to me because I realize when I'm sitting in all of my many virtual calls with people, I tend to do this a lot. Rest my hands, my chin on my hands, and it's a very comfortable pose. And I just feel that connection between those two hands, and I think it's a fantastic piece.
Yeah, like for me, like it's the it's the symbolism with regards to the different flags that are there, like the trans flag and whatnot. But it's also the grasping of hands. So we're in this together. We have each other. We have each other's backs, basically, kind of thing, right? And it's I love this piece.
And the other you just mentioned the flags there. I mean, obviously that is the one is immediately recognizable to me, maybe just my own familiarity with it. The trans pride flag there on the right hand side, my right, and the non-binary flag as well. All right, we'll move on to the second piece, and I'll pass it over, I guess, to now. Cindy, do you have the descriptions in front of you? Or?
I do. Yeah, I have them here in front of me. Thank you.
Okay.
So this one is titled "So Kiss Me." It's a pastel and watercolor pencil and pastel on paper with gloss varnish installed on a wood board by, excuse me to all the really artist people, Maroflage. Is that how I pronounce that word?
I believe it's correct.
Okay.
We do have some artists listening, I think, so maybe they can correct us.
On a wood board by Maroflage. 10 by 8 inches, 2021 this year, and the minimum bid for this one is $25. And I'm not able to see from where I am any bids, but just to let you know that the minimum bid is $25.
Yeah,
Right.
and like the actual, like the left side is them actually creating the work, and then the right side of that photo is actually put on that mirrorflage on the wood
Gotcha.
kind of place. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
believe that's actually a process of actually mounting it to the wood. I believe that's probably.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never come across that word. Yeah, but I'm going to look it up right after.
Yeah, we did have a question from. Let's see if I can put it up here. There we go.
Well, from Jared.
Jared,
Yes.
yeah, Jared asks, why did you choose not to mention the artist's name, just out of curiosity?
Mhm. Yes. Now this is a bit of an homage, I guess, to where this auction previously started. Like the inception of the auction was originally it was facilitated out of actually a restaurant here on the island, Bang Belly, and it was with only local artists here, where we actually gave them each person. It was a 1.5 by 1.5 piece of plywood, is what it was.
Yes.
And it was, here, go take this. Do whatever you want with it, and then come back.
Right. There was no theme at that time. It was just carte blanche. Yes.
Yeah. And the intent of the mystery piece, I guess, this was worked out with working with the arts community, because and maybe one of my co-hosts can speak to this more than I can here now. But we have some really well-known artists who live and work here on this island, whose work sometimes goes for hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. And we recognize, I guess, and it was through those conversations we had with the artists, that if they're donating a piece and it's going up on an auction, there is that worry about the value of your work and the devaluing of the possible devaluing of your work, and I guess what that could mean for them, their careers as artists. And then it also kind of then took the pressure off, the idea that, okay, well, if nobody knows that this is me, I kind of have more freedom. So that's where it was originally. That was where the idea started, and we've kind of kept to that the whole way through. And then from some of the people who were then participating in the auction, there was that possibility of, oh, geez, I might be able to get a piece done by this particular artist. That's Jared. That's the short and long, and probably more short than long, to answer your question as to, I guess, the reason why it's been created this way. And I will say this is a bit of a different approach to it than what it was at its inception.
Yeah, we do have a another comment explaining mirrorflage. So Caesar says it's an ancient technique of installation. Mirrorflage is an ancient glue. And then they also say that in mirrorflage, the paper fibers and the wood fibers are perfectly combined.
Oh, thank you for that. That's fabulous.
There we go. That's excellent. And now I've seen a question there by Anne as well, Anne Decker. Now, this is not related to this piece here, but it was, what was the minimum bid for the first print of the hands? The Unity and Diversity.
I commented on that. It's the $25. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I know the first print that there's already bids that have come in actually for that piece, isn't there?
There has been, yes. So,
there is.
Yeah, I think that one's up to about $55 at this point in time. So
let me just see if I can pop in and grab the. Yeah, $55 is correct.
Sure, awesome. But now, quickly about this piece before we move on to the next one. This is the first of, I guess, what I've talked about as being a possible set. I just love how simple it is, and how and you can feel the emotion in a simple embrace.
Yeah,
and how. I mean, it's you can see the tenderness. That's I guess what I'm saying.
That's the word. That's exactly the word. Yes.
Yeah.
Not to mention the use of color, obviously, I would say very striking. And I'm imagining this on a night. Again, you've got to imagine this on your wall. Go to a wall nearby and sculpt at a spot. And then sculpt at a bigger spot, because you're going to see a few of these pieces now coming up.
Yeah,
right.
So the next one, here we are, there.
All right. And Evan, do you want to take this one away?
Yeah, no, this one's basically the same kind of description. So basically, it's pastels and water color pencils and pastels on paper with a gloss varnish installed on a wood board by Mariflage. Again, it's the same dimensions, 10 inches by 8 inches, and it was done in 2021. And then this one title is "Kiss Me."
There we go, and it's the same intimacy that is definitely on display there.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. All right. And we want to move on to the third piece in this, because again, there's a few of these coming back here now. And this is, again, we've got the same descriptions. I mean, these are all mounted and created the same way, I do believe. Just going to take a quick look there to see if that's the case. And it is.
That's correct, yeah.
Yes.
This one is titled Love is All We Need. And again, it's that
just like the song.
Love is all you need. It's a Beatles song. Love it though. Definitely getting a little bit more racy, which is not a bad thing at all.
It's nice. I like the contrasting colors. Like I like the boxers are the opposite colors kind of thing. So like, that's his, this is mine kind of thing. The hands around the shoulders and like the grasping, it's beautiful. And like love is all we need is like the perfect description for that, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the contentment, let me say, in the facial expressions there as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can move on.
And now this is the last piece we've got. Now we do need to make. There's a special note about this piece. And that what you're looking at here right now is not the, I can't believe I'm going to say the word, but it is the censored piece because Facebook's community guidelines won't allow us to post this full piece in its entirety. So you'll see there's a very carefully placed circle,
strategically placed circle along. Yeah. So like, Facebook doesn't. It
doesn't like anatomy. It doesn't want anatomy at all.
Well, it doesn't like nudity in any form, whether it's artistic or anything like that. So
clinical.
We did try to post the original, but it got flagged, so we had to improvise basically.
Yes,
but now
so you can see the actual work where
on our virtual gallery on our website. So it's just fogoislandpride.org/virtual-gallery. Right,
there you go. And this is probably, for me, this is the most striking of the four. This is not my personal take on it, only for like the fluidity in gender that is on display in this piece.
Totally.
And even then, sorry, what was the name of this one again?
Companionship. Yeah.
Companionship, right? And you can even, and again, it's that love, that tenderness. I mean, we've all been there at the end of a day when, and I mean, this is me. I don't have a background in the arts, but that you're on the floor, you're sitting in, you're leaning in, your weight is just being supported by your partner who's there with you. And you don't even need to be looking at each other to feel that warmth between each other.
Not at all. And it's an interesting choice of coloring for this one. The person on the floor is outlined in blue, and the person on the chair has blue throughout their body. So it's very interesting to me. I have to kind of study it to think about what the artist is trying to do here.
I agree. Like to me, it seems like it's the energy of the person going into the other person, and like they're like the person lying down. It's either is had her day or whatever, so they're taking their negative energy away and trying to help them. That's what I take from it. But again, art is subjective. But that's my take on it.
That is a fantastic.
Art is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But beautiful pieces all around.
There we go. I completely agree. Some very different pieces there. And again, I will throw it out there. If you are looking at a wall similar to the one behind me that is completely empty, I mean, you have the option here now. If we want to do a quick flick through all of them, I don't know if that's possible, Evan.
Yeah, we certainly can.
You're doubling as host and producer now, so congratulations.
There we go.
So that would be that first piece, the unity and diversity piece, the 8x10 acrylic painting.
Beautiful, beautiful. Then we have the next piece, which is called Kiss Me. Again, on the mariflage on paper on wood.
And you've got the opportunity now. This is the set. So start scoping out that spot on your wall.
And then the next one, Kiss Me. And then Love Is All We Need. And then finally, Companionship. And again, the unedited version of Companionship is located on our website, on our virtual gallery at fogoislandpride.org/virtual-gallery.
Right. And maybe, you know what? Maybe this is not for you. Maybe this is not your wall. Maybe this is your friend's wall. Maybe your partner, your parents, your family, your chosen family. Maybe there's somebody. Maybe it's the bar down the road, and we just want a piece to go that says us. I think they've got an opportunity now. And a reminder too that these are donations that are coming into Fogo Island Pride, yes, but they're also going to Camp Ohana and back to the artists who have so graciously donated their work to this auction. So I just want to keep that in mind. It's not just us. There we go. So
I just want to show basically that I know where we had a few issues and people were confused about the event where the pictures were and things of nature. So I just wanted to go through that. So basically, this is the event here. You see if you scroll down, you'll still see the about section, but also there's a discussion section there. If you click on that link, that would actually bring you down to any post or any lot that was done. So we had lot 1 that was there yesterday, and this is lot 2. So you see that there's all the photos are there. You can click on each one and submit your bid. And just to make sure, when you click on the photo, right here you'll see most relevant. You want to go to all comments to make sure you're looking at the current bids, basically.
Perfect. And it's until 11:59 tonight, Newfoundland time. So anybody who lives outside of Atlantic Canada is not aware of the quirkiness that we're a half an hour later. Just keep that in mind. Newfoundland Standard Time.
There we go.
And we had Charles Murphy comment about a collection of art and organizations being supported by this action. And Charles is from the executive director from Quadrangle NL.
Yes. There you go. Thank you very much, Charles. All right, folks. So that is it for us tonight. You have got 3 hours and 26 minutes to go online and get those bids in. Don't wait till the very last minute. There's no fun in that. Jump over there now. Don't think about it too long. We all know what happens there. And you know what? Send this out. Tag your friends. If you saw something here tonight, you're like, you know what? So and so would love this. Send it to them. And then you're helping out us, and you're helping out some great organizations here in Newfoundland and Labrador. And this way. There we go. I can't point because if I point this way, Evan can finish pointing it.
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
There we go. Following us on social media, Fogo Island Pride on both Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to make sure you don't miss anything from Fogo Island Pride, because we do have our festival coming up. I'm going to use the Newfoundland lingo of calling it a festival, because that's what everybody calls it, our Pride Festival. And we are going to be sending out that information very shortly. But as a sneak peek to it, who do we have booked so far? Who's going to be on the island? Dane Woodland will be coming out. Gemma Hickey will be making a visit and be participating in some events. We've also got Days Jeffries coming out as well. And we have got a slew of queens coming out for.
It's a good word to use. It's a slew of them that are coming out for.
I'm not quite sure what
our
the plural for drag queens is. Gaggle, a gaggle of queens.
Pod.
A pod.
Oh my.
I feel like someone needs to tell us what the proper plural. I don't even know what that word is now anymore. Anyway,
yeah.
So, folks, that's it for us tonight. Jump on. Support Fogo Island Pride. We're going to have 3 more days of this, so we've got our other lots that are coming up. And if you want to jump ahead and see those too, you can go to our website, fogoislandpride.org. Underneath events, you'll see Enigma 2021, and you'll be able to see our virtual gallery that way as well. So,
Thank
Lots
you
of
in
great things
advance for your support.
Yes. So thank
Yes,
you so
thank
much,
you.
folks. I don't know. Do my co-hosts want to say anything else before I send us all away? Apparently.
No, you basically
You
covered it all,
covered
I
it.
think. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, folks, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Jump online, support us, help us out, and support both Camp Ohana and the contributing artists. Take care. See you
Bye.
now.